Yes. Hello, friends. This is my sister Kamanay.
Hey there.
Hey there, hi guys.
Stop it.
So anyway, today I was taking this quiz on the BuzzFeed, you know.
Honey, your thing is so bright. It's like blinding me. Like what? I can't.
Well,
I can't even look at the. Never mind. Go on.
Fine then. I will go on. Allow me. So anyway, I was taking this quiz on the BuzzFeed, you know, and it was about a Panic at the Disco, you know. And so here I am, you know, and I even got the date right of when Brendan Urie got married. And you gotta understand, I don't even know for sure when my mother's birthday is, but I got the date right for when Brendan Urie got married.
That's so funny.
And then there's this question about when the exclamation point was in Panic at the Disco. And so I put a few of you can't sweat out because look at this, there's the exclamation point, right? And we all know they dropped it for Pretty Odd and they had it back Vices and Virtues. It was,
hold this up.
oh, might be.
Here I am, supply. No, I'm done.
It was incorrect. It put Vices and Virtues that I got one wrong, even though we all know that I was the of all the super fans. You know what I mean, man? Like, I even got, like, the, A Few of You Can Sweat Out box set back in my day. But, anyway. And so speaking of Panic at the Disco, this is the video on my sister and I's. Wait, that's not it. But anyway, our thoughts on Panic at the Disco. So it was like the 2016 New Year, and I saw Panic at the Disco performing, and I thought, whoa, it's actual good music, you know. And so then, you know, I instantly became a fan, you know.
I don't even remember what I listened to before I listened to Panic at the Disco.
That's quite sad when you have to base your entire musical knowledge on, well, when I was a wee lad, I remember listening to Panic at the Disco. But that's pretty,
Yeah.
Like, back in my day, I used to listen to, like, the Blue Album by Weezer,
Yes,
you know?
I know.
And Baby Metal, too, you know? And Nirvana,
Yeah.
you know? That was back in my day.
Yes, back in your day.
You have some sad musical memories.
Some roots.
Musical roots, might I add.
Oh.
Yeah, and I was listening to Liquid-82 back in the day, too. And then I put on Dude Ranch, and I think when the song came on, and it was like, did you hear? Do-do-do. And my mother's like, I'm gonna throw this in the sea! But she didn't. I have it today. But anyway, so I just think that Panic at the Disco, things have never been the same since Ryan Ross left. I think that he... like, we all know that Brendan Urie is the front man, but we all know that Ryan Ross was the prime lyricist. And so henceforth...
Can I say something?
Yes, you may.
Okay, I think this is where I will jump in. Okay.
Yes, you will. Hop on in.
So, it's interesting, because, you know, when Ryan Ross was there, I feel like Panic at the Disco was at its height, you know?
I agree.
And then, after Ryan had to go leave, and Brendan Urie thinks he can hold it all on the name for himself, we all know it was never the same. It was a steady decline after Pretty Odd. It was a steady decline.
Can I say something?
Like he's trying to go on with that name, like he got there himself.
Kim,
no.
if you look at the schedule, we don't talk about that till later.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I told you the schedule. Oh, I don't need to see the schedule. I put it here, and you don't even utilize.
I'm sorry.
You don't utilize my provisions.
You know, stop with this language.
If you would allow me to say what is on my mind, if I could just put in my 2 cents.
If you don't stop. Oh my.
Now, this album right here is gold. It's really all that. Now, Pretty Odd right here. I didn't always like Pretty Odd. Like, I remember...
Oh, wow, really?
Yes,
Okay.
I remember... I was like, yeah, A Few of You Can't Sweat Out, I'm so cool.
Yeah.
I'm so cool. And then I went to listen, and I listened to, like, She's a Handsome Woman. I thought, oh, what is this trash? I can't even listen to this. But then, you know, I went back a little later. I was like, oh, this is just so great, you know? And so A Few of You Can't Sweat Out is good. Pretty Odd, even though it's different sound, it's pretty solid. Now, Vices and Virtues, when we lost Ryan, it wasn't bad. Like, they have Nearly Witches on that album, right?
Yeah.
Which they low-key stole Ryan's Whoop Diddly.
Yes.
Because that's such a but anyway, I'm not even gonna on that right now. I am not even going to on that right now. Allow me to at a later point in time.
Stop.
So anyway, and so Vice and Virtues, it's not like bad, you know what I mean? But right here, this is where I draw the line. You know, like, if you would allow me to draw a line, this is A Few of You Can't Set Out and Pretty Odd. Vice and Virtue's kind of you know, bottom of the barrel. but Two Words Which Are a Die, this has crossed the line. Now, if you would allow me, I had like this 1 or 2 week phase where I was really into Two Words Which Are a Die, and this is where you can say, yes, Mom, it was a phase. But, you know, like, if I'm just looking at this track list, this is really not all that. It's like, I don't
Can I
like...
see?
Yes, you may. I really don't... I don't like the sound of this album very much. And, so that's kind of like, Now, Death of the Bachelor, I don't mind it, you know what I mean? It's not their best album, but it's definitely not their worst. But Pray for the Wicked, this is when I would still consider myself a Panic! At the Disco fan, when Pray for the Wicked came out.
Do you no longer consider yourself a Panic! At the Disco fan?
I'm not going to say, well, for example, when we're talking about Weezer, I like the Blue Album, and I like Pinkerton. But everything after that, if I were to pretend that I liked that, I'd be classified as a fake fan. Now, Panic! At the Disco, I like A Few of You Can't Set Out. I like Pretty Odd. I like some songs, you know. And I'm still kind of a fan.
You're still a master at song pop on Panic! At the Disco.
I am a master at song.
I am as well.
I even beat her. And
I beat her as well.
The beating has gone both ways.
Yes, it has. You know, it's a back and
What
forth.
about my belt?
You need to stop it.
I'm not a corporal punishment, but anyway.
Oh my gosh, I cracked my CD case.
Excuse me, senor. Don't you see I was speaking?
I'm sorry.
You have interrupted the speaker, and I don't appreciate your lack of courtesy to the person holding the talking stick. Now that I'm holding the talking stick,
Do resume your soliloquy.
I do resume my soliloquy. I hold the talking stick. I speak my words.
I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees.
The trees and the thneeds. So anyway,
God.
what was I even saying? See, this is such a... oh yeah. The release
This
of...
video is so boring. How long has it
Well,
been? It's mad boring.
Well, it's funny how all my other videos are not boring, and then you're in here.
No, I haven't watched,
finally think
like
these are
2 of
boring.
your videos I have not even watched.
I think we need to cut this unneeded dialogue and get back to the topic. But anywho, I think that I can't do this. So, anywho, I think that. So when Pray for the Wicked was going to be released, I was really down for the hype. You know what I mean? And then I think it was like Jimmy Fallon or whatever when Panic! At the Disco released like Say Amen Saturday night. I was like, it's still recorded on their TV. Like I was really down for that.
Can I make a comment?
Can I just finish my whoop diddly, please? Please. I mean, I don't need to disturb you, even though you're the one that disturbed me as I was speaking, to ask if you could speak when I was speaking when you made that statement. So anyway, and when the album came out, I was kind of like, it's not bad. But when I think about it now, it's not the best, you know what I mean? Like, I have never liked that album cover. I always think it's so stupid. Like, I just really don't like it at all. And you know another thing? I also don't like how Brendan Urie's the only one on the cover. Oh wait, can we wait? What were we gonna say?
Okay, here's what I was going to say. So,
Would you like the talking stick?
yes, thank you. So as I was saying, so when
But who says I cannot just fashion another talking stick? Anyway, this is not the sanctioned talking stick.
when Pray for the Wicked came out, I was at my aunt's house with my sister, and we both had our phones on like charging, right?
Yes.
And we were sitting against the floor. We were on YouTube, and it was like 12. I think it was like midnight, right? And we kept refreshing the page to see when it came up, right? This was also the same day that This Wild Life's album came out. So I was like, okay, but you know what? My emo roots, Panic! At the Disco is more important. So I was gonna listen to Pray for the Wicked first, and then listen to This Wild Life's album, which I happen to have on CD over there. Anyway.
Oh, just gonna add a little plug in there of your mite collection of...
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm gonna stop. Okay. Yes, and I listened to it, and you know, like if you're maybe reading a book and you're doing your first leaf through, or perhaps you're listening to an album and it's your first listen, you know, sometimes you know it has to grow on you, and you have not realized its importance.
Yes.
Whereas this, I listened to it for the first time, and I was like, this is absolute trash. And I was so disappointed when I heard Pray for the Wicked. I was so hyped, and I was like, I was all happy for nothing. I was like, this is so stupid. And you know what? I was so disappointed, and that was the end. That was the beginning of when I broke off from Panic! At the Disco.
Yes.
I don't know why we went to that concert. Oh yes, we went to that concert because they were playing all the old songs. They know that's where they had something good for them.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
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 Okay, you can say our thoughts now. Oh.
So anyway, thank you for handing me nicely the talking stick
Yes, I play nice.
without aggression. So while I have the talking stick, I think I might. You know what? I forgot I didn't have the talking stick, but I just wasn't talking, and I was like, why am I not saying anything? And Cameron's just going on a whole little But anyway.
Going on a tangent.
I was going to say that.
Geometry.
Yes.
Geometry. Look at.
I wish I was
Pentagon.
but I am just a square.
If I was a pentagon, then I
Wouldn't care. My size would equal 5, and that would be just fine if I was a pentagon.
and not a square.
Yes. So anyway, hey,
Sorry.
it's my turn with the talking stick. Anyway, as I was saying, so if we could now talk about Brendan Urie is the only person in Panic! At the Disco at the moment. I mean, you could say the tour.
In and out.
Please, you are ruining the whole purpose of the talking stick.
I'm sorry.
I speak uninterrupted.
I'm so sorry.
I shall later think about accepting your apology. But anywho. So anyway, I also, this is terrible.
This is very
terrible.
It's a horrible
so anyway, anyway, I have also found that Brendan Urie is the only person in Panic! At the Disco. Now, a touring member is for when you're like Palais Royale and you don't have a bassist. You know what I mean? But for Brendan Urie to sit here and for how many albums now? Wait, Down was in this one right?
Yeah, but wasn't he also
And Vice and Virtue.
Yes.
But I mean, like, so if you Can't Sweat Out, Pray for the Wicked, for now 2 albums for him to use the Panic! At the Disco name when it's really just his little solo project, I think that's kind of, what's the word, you know? I think it's kind of, he's getting boosted promotion from the name Panic! At the Disco, and I don't think that's right for the Panic! At the Disco legacy. Because even though the members did leave, like they left, I feel as though it's different if he added in new members and they made decisions. But for himself, to just make all these Panic! At the Disco decisions, I feel like that's kind of not really the And even, wasn't Dallin in the band, technically, for Too Weird to Live, Too Rare to Die? I felt like he was, and he got demoted to touring member.
Yeah.
But he's still the only person on the cover of this. I don't like that at all. And then,
Wasn't there another picture where they're in it too? I think like just like the front cover. Isn't there another picture?
Yeah, isn't it like, but even though that's the cover though, I don't like how Brendan Urie's the only person on the cover. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there's like pictures like right here with Dallin in it, but I don't like how the front cover, Brendan's the only one on it. Like, here he is with the Buddy Boys, you know.
If we're being honest, I was never in with Brendan. I was always in it for Ryan Ross.
Yeah,
I'm completely honest.
I am such a for Ryan Ross, like 2004, 2005,
My
up to
7th
2006 too.
English notebook. There was just a picture. There was this drawing of I found on the internet of Ryan Ross in the rose vest, and
another problem I have, not so much with Panic! At the Disco, but like the legacy of Panic! At the Disco, I think Panic! At the Disco has gone too mainstream. You know what I mean? Like, it's like you dream of the day the emo music will be on the radio. But then when everyone else listens to it too, it's almost not the same anymore. Like now it's like cool to like Panic! At the Disco. Not that it shouldn't be cool to like Panic! At the Disco, but it's almost like a mainstream thing.
Here's the thing. It's like the new like thing. Like, you know, but see, here's the thing, you know. I'll be in my school And there's people talking about Panic at the Disco and wearing Panic at the Disco shirts and merch and whatever. And not to be and not to be but I know they do not know the of Panic at the Disco.
Yeah.
I know, and here these people talking about, people will listen, okay, especially, okay, that was like a year ago. Nowadays, people listen to High Hopes. Oh my gosh, I love Panic at the Disco. High Hopes, if I'm being honest, the song High Hopes is trash. If I'm being honest,
It kind
was
of-
and then I hear Hey Look Ma Hey Look Ma, I Made It on the radio as well, and I sing it when I hear it on the radio because I know the words. But I'm like, this is so stupid. Like, this is not Panic at the Disco. Like, this is trash. And everyone's like, oh my gosh, I love Panic at the Disco, and they know three songs. If you include, like, you know, like Alright, It's Not Tragedies. Like, it's trash. It's trash. Yes.
And oh, thank you.
Yes.
And I also feel as though there's sometimes you can be wrong with that. Like, we were at Warped Tour and we were waiting for Blink-182, which don't get me started on that right now because that's a whole different But my sister says that what did someone say to you?
Oh,
in
this is
general.
funny. We should include this. So there was this guy here, and I guess there were like a whole bunch of younger people in waiting for Blink-182,
Including I myself.
yes. And he was like, not one of these kids here.
I thought you said it was a female.
No, it was like,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
And he was like, not one of these kid here's knows can name any songs from, what is it, Cheshire Cat? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was about to tap his shoulder and introduce him to my sister, because let me tell you, Meilani's on her probably more than he is.
Let me tell you.
Right, but then we had an opportunity to go a little bit further ahead, so I let it slide.
You know the problems with being under 5 feet tall? When you can't even see the screen that they have.
Yeah.
Because you can there's like the stage and then the screen so people who can't see, but I couldn't even see the screen. But anyway,
Because I
didn't finish
I'm
my.
sorry, go on.
Now sometimes you can be wrong on that. Like, I'll have that person know Cheshire Cat is one of, if not my favorite Blink-182 albums. Weird flex, but okay. And I'll have you know I know every single song from Carousel to Just About Done. And I'll have him know that, yes, I do. He can stand corrected, for I shall not stand for his ignorance to my music taste. What were you saying?
I don't remember what I was saying.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I don't know.
So, shall we end the video on a light
Oh,
note?
I was talking about symptoms. Okay, so yes. So after Set It Off went off, I was trying to, when people were leaving, I was trying to move ahead to see Sleeping with Sirens, and I wasn't like super close, but I was like relatively I could not see the screen, I could not see the stage, so I like headed out. And yeah, I'm not even gonna get started how I was upset how I missed my 2 songs, but
We never did make a Warped Tour video.
we should.
Yeah, you want to do that on your channel?
Yeah,
Because I kind of miss you on my channel too, but
yeah,
okay. We'll figure that out later.
yeah.
But,
I was gonna make it.
man, you didn't even have the talking stick.
I'm sorry.
That's such a But anyway, so I guess we'll end out this. We
End
will.
out.
We will end this video, and have a nice day. But it's not day. It's 10 something in the afternoon. So have a nice.
Wait, did we talk about how he's using the term Panic at the Disco for clout?
I said.
Oh yeah, because there's like this video, and I think someone like, thank you. There's like this video, and someone asked like, would you ever leave Panic at the Disco? And he was like, leave Panic at the Disco? I am Panic at the Disco. And see, the thing is though, like, the term Panic at the Disco is now being used for anything Brendan Urie. Like, it'll be like Panic at the Disco performed blah 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 acoustically, and it'll be just him. And there's a difference. Like, so let's say you have like, I was gonna say that, but it's not. So anyway,
There's a difference between a stage name
yes,
and then having a band. That's like, for example, if Tyler Joseph were to go by 21 Pilots if Josh left.
yes. Like for instance, let's say you have a song. Okay, like for instance, like Water Parks. They were doing an acoustic of 21 Questions, and he was just performing by himself. Like, if it was acoustic, there's only gonna be one person playing the guitar, which makes sense. But like, it's like now, anything, if Brendan Urie is there, they call it we interviewed Panic at the Disco. And like, cause like, you know, like, it's my opinion that cause he's only using this name now for clout and more views. Cause we know if he were to just go by the name Brendan Urie, it would not get as much attention. and so he's only using this now for clout. Yes.
If I might have the talking stick.
And you just happen to be wearing your clout goggles.
Indeed, because I'm the clout
Master.
Yes, I am the daddy dad master. So anywho, it's just for a real quick, like, Blink-182, for example. If Mark Hoppus were going to do an interview, they would say Mark Hoppus interview, not Blink-182 interview.
Or they would say Mark Hoppus of Blink-182.
Yes! Why can't...
Yes!
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 You know what oh wait, can we talk about something else though?
Mm-hmm.
The Taylor Swift thing, they did Brendan Urie of Panic at the Disco, right?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't even listened to that song yet. Because I told myself I was not going to listen to it.
I do not like the mainstream direction they're going to. Like, remember when they used to, didn't Panic at the Disco tour with, did they tour with Weezer?
I don't know.
They toured with someone back in the, but now they're just doing shows with, like, all these mainstream people.
Like, what happened to Panic at the Disco being the emo trinity?
Yeah.
Now we have nothing to go, when someone wants to have 21 Pilots in a emo quartet, and I used to be very strongly against that, I have no basis to back that up off of. I would say perhaps 21 Pilots is more than Panic at the Disco.
Can we say that real quick? Panic at the Disco was really never emo. There's two different emos.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now when I say emo, I emo in my mind. There's an emo where it's like Sunny Day Real Estate,
Yes.
Jawbreaker, you know. But emo now is like My Chemical Romance,
Yes.
Panic at the Disco, you know, Fall Out Boy. But even that emo, Panic at the Disco is not emo anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Nor is Fall Out Boy.
Okay, so there's like emo, like there's Jimmy Eat World, emo. Then there's the music you associate with people who consider themselves emo. Sleeping with Sirens, Pierce the Veil, things of the sort. Panic Disco is not even in that realm anymore, is what we're saying.
I say like a lot more like post-hardcore math rock type is more emo when they have different like what's the word, you know what I mean? But anyway, so I guess we'll end this video now. Yes, have a nice afternoon, mateys. And mates, and keep defending pop punk, even though pop punk is not really right now, in my opinion. We can talk about that later, but have a nice day.